Most people believe joint pain comes from aging, from genetics, or from years of hard work. But what if I told you there's a small habit, something you do within seconds of waking up, that could be silently stressing your joints every single day? And the surprising part is, almost no one realizes they're doing it. I've seen this pattern again and again. People go to bed feeling fine, but wake up with stiffness, tightness, or discomfort. At first, it lasts only a few seconds, then a few minutes, and slowly, it becomes part of everyday life. But it doesn't begin with something big, it begins with something very small. 040 to 230. What happens during sleep? When you sleep, your body gets the rest it needs, but your joints, they stay still for hours, for 6, sometimes 7 hours. Your knees, hips, and ankles barely move. And during that time, something important changes. The soft cushioning inside your joints becomes slightly stiff. The fluid that helps everything move smoothly slows down. You can think of it like oil in a machine. When the machine is running, the oil spreads evenly, but when it sits still for a long time, that smooth flow becomes slower. That's exactly what happens inside your joints overnight. This is why so many people notice a strange feeling in the morning, a sense of tightness, a feeling of heaviness, almost like the body needs a moment to remember how to move again. When we are younger, the body adjusts quickly. Everything warms up almost instantly. But as the years pass, things change. The joints become more sensitive, the tissues lose some flexibility, and those first moments after waking up become the most delicate part of the day. 230 to 350. Story 1. I remember a woman in her early 70s. She once told me something very simple. When I'm lying in bed, I feel completely fine, but the moment I stand up, my knees feel stiff. At first, she ignored it, like many people do. She thought, this is just part of getting older. But over time, something changed. The stiffness lasted longer. What once disappeared after a few steps started staying with her throughout the morning. And eventually, it became daily discomfort. When we looked closely at her routine, one detail stood out. Every morning, she woke up and stood up immediately. No pause, no preparation, just straight from bed to standing. And that small habit was quietly putting stress on her joints. 350 to 6. The mistake. Let's talk about the mistake. It's something most people do without thinking. You wake up, swing your legs off the bed, and stand up instantly. It happens in just a few seconds. It feels normal. You may have done it for years. But here's what's really happening. Your body is moving from complete rest to carrying full weight almost instantly. And your joints are not ready for that. Your knees, hips, and ankles are still stiff from the night. The tissues around them haven't warmed up yet, so when you suddenly stand, they are forced to handle your full body weight too quickly. Imagine bending something that has been still and cold all night. If you move it slowly, it adjusts, but if you force it suddenly, the strain becomes much greater. Your joints behave in a very similar way. 6 o'clock to 7:20. Story 2. There was a man in his 70s who loved gardening. He was active, independent, and full of energy. But every morning he felt pain in his knees. Not all day, just in the beginning. When I asked about his routine, he said, I wake up, stand up quickly, and go straight to the kitchen to make coffee. It seemed harmless, but that small habit, repeated every day, was placing pressure on his joints at their most sensitive moment. And over time, those small stresses added up. 7:20 to 8. That's insight. Here's something important to understand. Morning stiffness is not random. It's a message. Your body is telling you, I need a slower start. The good news is, you don't need anything complicated to fix this. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Solution 1. Instead of jumping out of bed, give your body one gentle minute. When you first wake up, Stay lying down for a moment. Then begin with small movements. Move your feet slowly. Make small circles with your ankles. Gently bend and straighten your knees. Nothing fast, nothing forceful, just slow, relaxed motion. These movements may seem simple, but they do something powerful. They help your joints wake up. They bring movement back into the fluid inside them. They prepare your muscles to support your body. Think of it like warming your hands on a cold morning. You don't force them. You move them gently until they feel ready. 10 o'clock to 10:50, Story 3. One man tried this for just 2 weeks, every morning, 1 minute of gentle movement. He told me something interesting. The stiffness didn't disappear completely, but it faded much faster. His first STI.
After that gentle movement, and there's one more important step. Before you stand, sit at the edge of your bed, place your feet on the floor, and pause for just a few seconds. This moment is like a bridge. It allows your body to transition from lying down to sitting to standing. During this pause, your joints begin to take a small amount of weight. Your muscles start to activate. Your balance improves. Without this step, the body moves too quickly into full pressure. 12:20 to 13. Story 4. A man once told me he felt unsteady every morning. One day, he nearly lost his balance standing up too quickly. That moment scared him, so he made a small change. He began sitting for a few seconds before standing. Within weeks, he felt more stable, more confident, and less stiff. 1300 to 1430. Final step. Now comes the final piece. Your first steps of the day. Most people think once they're standing, they're fine. But your joints are still adjusting, so instead of rushing, stand slowly. Pause for a moment, then take a few gentle steps. Let your feet touch the floor softly. Give your body time to find balance. This small change can make a noticeable difference. 1430 to 1530. Conclusion. Here's the truth. Joint problems don't appear suddenly. They build slowly through small repeated stress. But protection works the same way. Small care, repeated daily, can protect your joints for years. These habits take less than 1 minute, but over time, they can change how you feel every morning. 1530 to 1600. Ending plus CTI. So tomorrow morning. When you wake up, don't rush. Move gently, sit calmly, take slow steps, because these small choices can protect your body for years to come. And if this message helped you, take a moment to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Your body has supported you for decades. Now, it's time to support it back.